welcome. We are back, round two, state recap, because we went too late. Too many rants last night. We promised only 6 rants today.
I think we had 6 rants yesterday. I had it written down. Let me double check my notes. Yep, 6 rants.
So we'll only do 3 today. So we're back, talking wrestling. A little bit of news. Tyler Thrine committed to Purdue. Got that today.
Yeah,
So,
congratulations.
Congrats to him. I think that's it'll be, there's a lot of Indiana guys. They're picking off some Indiana guys, and a lot of guys they'll be battling out for roster spots.
Yeah, that could be a state finals level wrestle off.
Yeah, that should be kind of interesting to see where they fit in with some of those guys. Never hurts to have too many good guys because you never know who's going to exactly pan out in the college world. But good for him. Congrats.
Man, I was talking to Sisson and Mike Weimer Saturday night. And dude, I've always thought this too. Like, why don't we run like the Purdue IU duel like Thursday or Friday of the state finals? Everyone's coming to town now on Thursday. Or like on that split session, if we could space it out a little bit more, like how long is a duel normally?
About 2 hours.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a pretty cool event. I mean,
I know. I guess from what I have heard, IU wanted to do something that coincided with the state finals because their duel is Friday, right?
Yep.
They wanted to do something that coincided with the finals. I don't know exactly how they were hoping to do it. Maybe before everything started on Friday, maybe between a session, maybe something. And Purdue did not want to do it. That is what I heard.
Was it from an IU guy?
Of course, it was from an IU guy saying that.
I
Purdue
bet.
people would never say that. Yes.
I bet, man. Leroy would never say that. I guarantee it.
Yeah. So I should have asked him Saturday when I saw him out around the arena. But yeah, so that's what I had heard. I don't know how true that is, but it would be beneficial if they even Thursday night would have been great. They obviously could not have it at the arena, but there's plenty of other places. Heck, you could go have it at one of the local high schools Thursday night.
So the other thing that Sisson said, this is the brand. I'm just burning time as we get some chats in the chat here. I want to get the people filling in. Cambridge, the college and the college. I'm just messing around. But he was like trying to pitch a like super duel with the IU alumni coaches that are currently coaching, which forgive me, like I was, it was loud in there.
Yeah, Schaefer. I know there's
Schaefer, Sisson, Trevino. Who else?
Myers up
north. Myers. Yep. And I thought there was one more. Or even if who was the other one? He was telling me.
Yeah.
I think Weimer went there, but he didn't wrestle, right? He's an IU grad.
No, he's a Purdue guy.
He's a Purdue guy. That's what it was, Purdue. And there's a handful of Purdue guys also that are coaching right now.
Yeah.
We were kind of talking about that. Was it? It was Thursday night. Like, who would be the fifth? But like, do a super duel of that, and then have an IU duel afterwards. And I think like we've talked about that in the past, but I think that IHSA might be illegal.
Yeah. So, yeah, I believe people are. We went over that yesterday.
That's one of the 6 rants. You can go back and watch that show.
Yes. So, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I think I know they were trying to do that with Finley grads. This was a while ago, 10 years ago, maybe, trying to get kind of a bunch of Finley people that were coaching to kind of have a big super duel tournament, and never really. It's hard to get everyone on the same page. So
he said Smiley. He said Smiley.
Yep, Smiley. Yeah, Smiley's and I almost wrestled him in college. Damn. I'd have kicked his butt.
What if it changed the trajectory? It's like that, one thing changes and maybe you're at Brownsburg right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have tech fought him.
linking up with Derek. Um, but I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be like a cool thing. For the state for like recruiting. Um, I wish that like I don't know, maybe we could do a better job.
Mhm.
You always say like if you're pointing the finger, point at yourself first. Like, what could we have done better? Um, we could do a better job of promoting like in-state college wrestling. I guess we gotta get an in-state college wrestling aficionado. It ain't me, but yeah, Sunday morning would be cool.
So yeah, Sunday lunchtime, afternoon.
Yeah, like after everyone gets up, like go over there, and that'd be like a cool. I mean, you have to work on the Big Ten schedule, but I think that'd be really like
Yeah,
a cool
they,
thing.
they could definitely they have the fans already there, already ready to be engaged. There's different things. I know they were looking, trying to do something, and it always seems to be that weekend. So it's like, why not try to get it to a, you have a bunch of fans. You already have built-in fans. Let's do something cool. Because IU did, they wrestled somebody a couple of years ago, right before the Big Ten championship football game at one of the places down there.
Eric Noel's he's gonna graduate off from the middle school rankings into like part time contributor to the Guerrilla Radio to the college wrestling source.
Yeah, I mean, he'll just do it all.
Dude,
He's a jack of all trades.
we can get Eric Noel and my boy Matt Trammell, but that had to be like an after hours non PG show. So
Yeah,
I don't know if my boy Matt's gonna be able to. Man, he was so sad this weekend. I was burying Iowa.
yeah. So
But yeah, so I think that'd be pretty cool. I mean, that was a great idea. Give credit to Brandon Sisson for thinking outside the box. So nothing I did, but I was there.
yep. So let's talk
Yeah,
more wrestling.
more wrestling. What we're here for.
175 screen share. Let's see what share. There we go. Looks beautiful.
Sundays at 2:30. That's what Eric's gonna run. Man, you should have seen this. Eric sent me this drink. It had a sparkler on it. I said, "Is it your birthday?"
Nice. So there we go.
It was
Okay.
Tim Carter's birthday yesterday, right? He's in the
Yeah.
chat. We didn't even say happy birthday. Get us to and Eric McGill's birthday,
Yeah. Two legends.
and I believe my boy Thurman Stone. So
A good day. Yeah. Before we get too much into this, I did find out that that Elijah Gall is not Gall, it's Gale, as the announcer was saying it, because I was like, man, that's Gale. So I did run into them at the end of the tournament, and
bless their hearts, bro.
yes, I was like, you can tell us, we'll pronounce it correctly.
Super nice kid, man.
It's not like Kalikomo, where I gotta have like phonetic spelling and say it 7,000 times. That's a pretty easy one. So it is Elijah Gale. So just so you know that I guess the announcer was right,
Yeah,
and
scoring for the announcer.
To me that's Gall, but if we do mispronounce your name, we will try to pronounce it correctly.
Yeah,
So everyone else in this bracket, I think we're good with.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, Griffin Van Tichel, as we said, Friday night got his first medal, and good for him. He had a 10-8 win over Jacob Cole. Good match for him. Semifinals there, Sean Breedlove, tech fall over Elijah Gale. Gale got the first takedown.
Yeah.
So, or no, he got not the first time takedown, the second one. I don't know how to get a point there.
Maybe Drake beat head scissors.
Might have been.
A lot of Drake beat head scissors this weekend.
Yes. So yeah, and then Lincoln Cooper over Vinny Freeman. That was a real good match. That was
What was the takedown in that? Was it right at the end of the first?
End of the second. End of the second.
Like I thought there was short time. I was I mean I don't know.
No time was when they called it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty far away there, but it looked like it was a close call. So I think they got together. I would say that's one of my pet peeves as a coach, as a softball coach, and as a person that watches wrestling, is when there's two officials. Like you go ask the home plate umpire, "Hey, did you get a better look at that?" And they don't go talk to the other umpire in the field. Like not balls and strikes, obviously those are not questionable. But just go there, and be like, "Hey man, I saw it. Like I'm just doing this dude. Just go like, yep, good." But when they're like, "Nah," I don't think they. I think they got together on that one. But there's been times where it's like, "Nope, not gonna go talk to him." Like, not even just gonna fake it. I like
Yeah.
that they cover their mouth too.
Yeah, because you're reading lips. Yeah. And then Carter Fielding, all about Techfold, Connor Hoare, and then semifinals, good semifinals.
Really good. 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
Yep, just like we drew it out, just like we seeded it, and all from the Al Smith. Pretty almost the same exact Al Smith semifinals. There.
Yeah, we didn't say it at 165. That was also 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. So Breedlove over Van Tichel, and then Fielding 14-0 over Cooper. That was, I did not see Fielding winning 14-0 over Lincoln Cooper. No. I did not have that on the bingo card.
No, I thought there was some really good scrambles in there, and like, dude, Fielding's
dropped him in the first period, and like, whoa! I mean, I if you had said Fielding pinned him, I would not have been. I would have been okay. Yeah, I can see that happen. I did not see a 14-0 just.
Well, the Breedlove and Van Tichel one too. Like those had been both pretty tight, low scoring matches. Mm-hmm. I think Breedlove got a takedown late to like seal it, right? 54 seconds left, but like not super late. But at that point, it's still, 7 or 4-1 and takedown ties it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Fielding looked real good in those two matches in the morning. Consolations, or go ahead.
No, you're right. I'm agreeing. I thought we've always talked about it. Like obviously he's a senior, so but incredibly dangerous wrestler.
Yep. Cooper over Van Tichel for third. Elijah Gale wins over Jacob Cole. Vinny Freeman. Okay, Gale was Cole's first loss. Is two of his three losses this year. Then Freeman over Gale and Jacob Cole over Connor Hoare for seventh. Who do we have coming back here? Ribeiro, Breedlove comes back, Warren Pollard, Gale, Paul Woods, and Lincoln Cooper. So some really good talent. Obviously, the upper weights, you see a lot of seniors.
Yeah.
And then finals match, good match. Obviously, there were some takedowns in there that were. It is a good match. Both guys were scrambling around. Fielding made it interesting. That chest wrap he has is pretty darn dangerous.
Yep.
Breedlove, obviously the whole. I mean, he was either going to get two blue medals or he's going to get two red, and came out, put the team on his back, and end up winning it for the team, not only for himself but for his team. So.
Well, we said it Saturday night. How incredibly tough is it? Like Sean, this is Sean's first trip to state. Like obviously he's ranked number 1, so we had faith in him. Shout out to Sean Breedlove for defending the one. Yeah. But like, hey, like, not like you have to go out there. Not only do you have to win a state championship, which is already nerve wracking. Your team, you got, you win it for the team, and you're wrestling something that's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, in every position possible.
That's been murdering and like killing guys all weekend, and like, I think he made a really good adjustment in the match because I think early on there were some tough spots, and then he got hit for stalling pretty quick, right? Was this match? Did he hit for stalling?
35 seconds in.
Yeah, I mean it's about as quick as they get. But like he started dropping in, getting to the shots, and contrast the style like. But to have that big moment feel, right? Like sometimes people get in that moment and they find a way out, and Sean Breedlove stepped up and found a way to win, and made adjustments in match, which is huge.
Yeah. They had it looked like they had a game plan. Obviously they've seen Field and Russell that, I mean, they kind of knew what they were getting into. And also, I mean, you got to look at, he just saw three of his buddies lose, and I can't even imagine the emotions of like, you gotta stay focused, but at the same time you're like, holy cow, he knows what the score is. There's no doubt he knows what that score is. He has to go out there and perform for himself, but there's a lot of pressure on a 17-year-old kid's shoulders right there, knowing that it's going to come down to you in the toughest match you're going to have all season. You're going to have 10,000 people watching, and that takes some fortitude.
Yeah, and I think, man, like shout out to the staff over there.
Mhm.
And I think it's easy to pinpoint and say, the head coach, right? Like Maurice does a great job.
Yeah.
Every stop of the way, Maurice has done a great job.
Yep.
When they hired him at Center Grove, I thought that was a really good hire. He had built something really nice at North Montgomery. Um, but it's a team effort. Like he has great assistant coaches, and like just talking with those guys, like just keeping them in that mindset, and you know, I think Sean said it on the interview, right? Like we wrestle like one match at a time, one minute at a time, and um, so I think that helps a ton too. Like when you have guys that have been there and guys that have won those been in the chair winning those matches is huge.
Yeah. So that's an awesome, way for him to win. I did tell Swain congrats, but I didn't like the way they won it because Fielden's my guy. So, but congrats to them. And that's you couldn't have drawn up a better ending to the finals. The team race coming down like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that was fun to watch. And I got a text from one of our show sponsors, like, does Center Grove have it sealed up? I go, pretty darn close.
Yeah.
That this was before the finals. I was like, it's gonna take a lot, just kind of knowing where, I'm like, you're gonna have to win 3 of those matches, and you're gonna I go, it's gonna be hard. And somehow Brownsburg made it fun. So congrats.
They're defending champs, man. Those guys are really good. Like those, we talk about, and I think it's been a little bit more. It was the big two this year, right? Like Crown Point won the team state, but like going into that, it was Center Grove and Brownsburg, and we talked about it all week. Like Crown Point would have to have a really good showing Friday night and get some wins, and then you see a couple of those wins that were like an upset and maybe a couple of coin tosses not going their way, and then it's like this is going to be Center Grove. Like championships are won in the quarters,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that like it doesn't matter. Like this was like the 5th year in a row that Crown Point's brought out. I think you posted in the media guide, right? 11 wrestlers 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
And they haven't won the last 3 years. So I think that tells you like the match that you need to win and be prepared for is that Saturday morning match.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, like in this current window, Brownsburg has been really good in that match. I would love to see that percentage. I think Center Grove has been really good in that match.
Mm-hmm.
And those guys have been really good at reversing matches that maybe they had lost in the season.
Yeah.
And that's why they're like 1 of 1. Now, are they benefiting from being really good? Yes. Like if you're the best team, people are going to go with you. It just is. Like if you build, like like said in Field of Dreams, if you build it, they'll come, right?
Yeah.
Legitimately, if you build it and you have a program or athletic department that values what you're doing, and I think that we can obviously say that there's some schools that probably don't value wrestling or value whatever. Center Grove does. They value softball. Softball at Center Grove is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So like you're like, man, like if I have a choice, if I'm in the district or on the border of the district, Center Grove used to lose a lot of guys back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Like I think
were-
that like if you went back where everyone's like, well, this and this, or this guy was it somewhere else, like, bro, back in the day, Center Grove would have guys that were Cathedral, was Ron Colley. Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. They were the South Side of Indy feeder program, and that's one thing we kind of said when Swain took over. Is like he's got to keep those guys in house, and because there were already rumors that when I think it was Hoover was the head coach at that time, when he stepped down, that some kids, we're gonna leave, and they had a real good. They've always had a real good youth program, and it was that one that first wave that he had. And he's like, that's the first thing he was doing. He was like, no, you guys need to stay. We're going to build something special here. And he has. But yeah, and I'll even say, expand that Brownsburg and Crown Point. I have had, we've both have had good conversations with them and stuff. And I know the administrations in those schools there really
Yeah,
value athletics, period, and wrestling. In that, I mean, I know that their former superintendent still attends matches. I mean, I see him there all the time.
yeah.
He's as big of a fan as any of the parents.
Crown
But
Point is and obviously this is my area, so like I see it. Like I'm south of Crown Point. I know people like to give me. I had a Crown Point backpack, but like I don't live in Crown Point. At one point I did, but I actually lived in the Lake Central School Corporation. But they value their athletics. Like they put money into their athletics. Like obviously, it's the community that's more well off. But they've also had some donors and anonymous donors like to donate money to their facilities. And you have, if you're a football player, you have an indoor turf that you
mhm,
can practice. You know, like if you're putting guys in the league in baseball, you know, you're having high levels of success in wrestling, and like if you're on the fence, like that's where you want to go, right? Like go
yeah,
where if you're at a program where you're gonna be the one of one. Now, if you stay, like cool, like dude, like do your thing, man. Like I'm proud of you too, right? But right now, like that's the world we're living in, and those guys have done a phenomenal job. And I think
and
this. I said it going into the weekend. I had Center Grove picked to win,
mhm,
and I said, yeah, Crown Point might be able to make it interesting if they won 32. Like obviously that's a big swing. Like those are semifinal points for Center Grove, and they beat a Crown Point kid that was a former semifinalist. Um, and I think they needed, obviously needed Westfall to win. He was upset Friday night, and there was like one more. I said like if they had to have, maybe it was Sonny because I think he had a good path to the semis also. But like they could have made it interesting, but this I think opens the window of the Center Grove run.
mhm,
Now it's always like how do you rebound? Like what's the counter move like for a Brownsburg to get back on top or a Crown Point to get back on top, or one of these other teams to move in and say, hey, like we're going to be, Cathedral's doing a lot right now.
mhm,
Like you're seeing like the Outlaws program like developing and like keeping guys at Cathedral, which is huge. I think
yeah,
they saw a need and that they're starting to figure that part of it out too. Like you land a guy like Jeremy Carver and you land those guys. So the team race part is going to be interesting, but like what Center Grove has returning and what I think that they have coming out, it's always think because you never know. Like
yeah,
until like you see like them in the school and they're taking tests and they have their name in USA bracketing that they're actually at those schools. But they have a lot of really talented kids coming in.
mhm,
And what happens is that maybe some of those kids that are 50-50, like they might go to another school in that area or um like I train with this guy all the time. Why would I want to go with these guys? They're going to be the best team. They're going to go to the Ironman. They're going to go to wherever. They're going to wrestle. They're winning state championships. They look like they're having fun. They're putting out content.
yeah,
Like they're making this a fun thing. Their social media is good. They have a guy, Brownsburg's done it. Like, hey, we're going to have a guy come in and film. Crown Point's done it.
mhm,
Like why? Like if you're a smaller school, maybe the budget's not there, but you don't have an alumni that like could fund that or do that like yourself. I know New Player was doing it. Kingston was doing it
yeah,
for those guys. Like I think that like they're making it fun. So you have to look at the whole picture of it, right?
mhm,
It's not just the like their wrestling's really good and their coaching is really good. Like, dude, they're very good. They have coaches that were very good at a lot of different places.
yeah,
Like it wasn't like, oh man, like he inherited this program. He's never been like Swain was really good at North Montgomery.
yeah, yeah,
Like Curry was a very good assistant. That was a great hire for them. And
yeah,
like, dude, I can't go through the whole staff. I don't know everyone, but dude, they have the same guys there all the time.
yep. And they're all ISWA events.
Every
They're all you see all. I mean, and it's. I mean, and you see all the. I mean, go to ISWA State in a few weeks, and
yeah,
to take note of the top 20 teams, and then see if you see their coach. How many of their coaches are there?
oh yeah, like dude, we saw Swain there. We were chopping it up. We were watching Carver and Spencer McCammon,
Yeah,
and we were just kind of asking some questions and some rumors, and he's asking us about rumors and. But you see those. We've seen Derek and Kyle there. You see the top programs. Coop's at everything.
yeah,
The same guys that are having like top 10 finishes are also the guys. Kevin English was at Middle school state the day after semi-state.
Mhm.
Like, dude, it's a grind, and the teams that are winning are out there grinding, and the teams that are like pointing the finger and hoping to win are taking vacations.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and not like like not that it's a bad thing, but like it's a dude. We used to say it about Jim Tante, one of the hardest working dudes in the state, right? For
Yeah.
years. Like Jim has dedicated his entire life, and obviously has a huge age group between his boys. He's a wild boy, man. Like you gotta like my man's got to pump his brakes. When you got kids out the house, you don't add more kids. Uh, but I think he likes snazzy suits. But I think like that dude's a grinder. And then what he does instead of like saying, "Hey man, I'm gonna take some time off. I'm gonna add another grinder, the professor," because that
Yeah.
dude's everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Like the formula is not as hard as people think. I think.
Yeah. No, I think the one thing you touch on is like the media stuff, and that's that's kind of a new thing that this getting that promotion. Those kids love that. The kids love, and it's always about I tried doing a little bit of stuff early on, and then you got to promote your kids, promote your program. I think that's huge for those kids and actually probably more the parents, because the parents want to, trust me, if you forget little Johnny didn't, the fifth place finish at the JV tournament, and you listed everyone else, you get a message. So, but it's good for the kids. I mean, and it's good whether it's the JV tournament or it's the Al Smith or whatever. You want to promote your kids, and now it's gone from Twitter or Facebook to some really cool videos that a lot of guys are putting out there.
Dude,
Blaze Lowry, he's the one that did.
yeah.
He's done Brownsburg and then Center Grove. So if you hire him, it's a good chance you'll win state. So
Yeah.
I would probably try to book him right now if I were you.
Dude, and I'll put it in here. Like Kingston does good stuff too. Like King Media is good. Like I've watched
Yeah.
that. Like I've shared some of his stuff, and like check that out. I think that's now Andy's right. I said the formula isn't as hard as you think. As you named all those things, the formula is like invest in your program and work hard. And he knows, like, obviously he saw something for not only for him.
Yeah.
And I know like now he's famous for penning this article about the game bridge, but he grinds, dude. He's there all the time. Nick's there, Duke's there all the time, and like those guys love the sport, and then like saw a need in the area and built something for the community, like train kids that you're going to be coaching against, right?
Yeah.
Which is incredibly tough too.
I mean, he's exactly right. Knowing the formula is easy. I mean, it's not a hard formula. It's not, but doing it is is a step in another direction. And I can say I did a lot of it, and it starts getting harder when you have kids, when you have a family, when your kids start doing activities and stuff. And that was one of the main reasons I got out, because I didn't feel I was giving the kids my full effort. And, I was like, I'd rather go see my kid play t-ball. Sorry, but my family started to get a little bit more important, and I didn't want to miss that stuff.
Well,
and so
we've talked about it in the past. Like we talk about it more live when we see people, and they're like, "Oh man, we would love for you to do a Fargo thing or ISWA thing." And dude, a lot of that's on me. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like when we're done, when like we're done at the end of the year, like dude, I'm full softball mode. Like I just put my daughter's like college schedule up, dude. It's crazy. They're gonna play 60 games in like 2 months, essentially.
geez.
Like I'm gone every weekend, like, and I'm coaching, and I'm so like a lot of I'll take the blame on that, but like I think it's huge, man. And like you're right, like it's a young man's game, and like shout out to every coach's wife too, honestly, because dude, it takes a lot. Like, dude, I mean, we're laughing, but like you have to have like someone that's like really invested in it. But dude, really, I mean, I know we're gonna move on to the bracket, but like just a cool moment for Sean Breedlove. Like, and the trajectory is only going higher. He's a junior. Like we talked about the 27 class and the 28 class, but the 27 class has some studs too. And for a 75, dude, his attacks are really good. I think someone like I don't know where his recruitment part is at. I mean, they could start recruiting those guys, but I think someone's going to get a really good wrestler in Sean Breedlove. I
Yep.
think this was the first year he was able to wrestle probably what weight he needed to wrestle.
Yeah, and he proved that he's pretty darn good.
Yeah, when you toss a
He
zero
even
with
beat
that
the
schedule, you
yeah
toss a zero next to your name, you're probably the real deal, right?
yeah, and then he even beat the fourth place finisher up a weight too. So
Jason Forrester said, "Shout out to your wives, LOL, dude. That's because my guy's he's a ladies' man, bro. I'm doing it out of my heart.
yeah, so
Yeah,
190.
we'll move on.
Mikey White tech fall in the quarters over Corey Tante. Colin McMahon over Xavier Palacios. I know they have wrestled quite often the past few years.
Yep.
That was a little bit surprising by the major decision there. I guess it kind of got a little crazy out at the end.
Yeah, I mean,
Sam Howard.
if you get what do you have 10 at the end?
Yeah,
That I would say that's crazy.
yeah, that got. I mean, he scored. Yeah, he scored 10 at the end. I mean, he was down, down, and then scored 10. So, yep. So it was close. Sam Howard over Brody Wingate, major decision. Kyle Harden, tech fall. Lucas Anderson. Then the semis, Mikey White, another tech fall. Sam Howard major over Kyle Harden, setting up an undefeated versus undefeated final. Consolation, Colin McMahon, overtime, sudden Vic Harden. Harden, 4-time placer at 117 or above. That's pretty darn good.
Pretty
And
amazing.
I have not done the calculations yet, but I can tell you not very many people have done that.
I was really, I know we kind of went over a little real quick. I was really excited to see that Sam Howard Kyle Harden match in the semis.
Mhm.
I hadn't seen Howard against a lot of the like top 5 guys. I mean Tante's 5, so he was 5th, and McMahon was 4th, right?
Yeah.
So like those guys he had really handled in the past, but like I mean Kyle Harden's got 3 medals, like so I was excited to see that he really, that at that point I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a good match.
Yeah.
Like I think that was the one I was like, oh man, like he kind of went out there and took it to Kyle a little bit there, and I was like, oh okay, that this final is gonna be a lot closer than I thought it was, and then we'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah. So then Brody Wingate 5th over Corey Tante.
My guy Brody Wingate tall though. How tall do you think Brody Wingate is?
Man, he's a good 6'2", 6'3". He's taller in person than he is on
Yeah.
radio.
If he was on Guerrilla Radio, everyone would think he was like 5'4" for some reason.
And Xavier Palacios, I think he was 7th last year over Lucas Anderson. So
shout out to Lucas Anderson, only unranked wrestler to medal in the entire tournament. We didn't have a T-shirt for him on Saturday night. I'm gonna blame Joe for that. He dropped the ball.
I don't have any. I didn't have any larges left, so I will send you a shirt for him and his coach. That is on the docket for this week.
I bet Andy cuts the sleeves out that bad boy, dude.
Whoa! Andy can't do that.
Andy's dude. Andy had a world class mullet in high school, bro. You go if you're at the Tri-Coff, you go over there and see that world class mullet. I think he cut it because he wanted other people to have wives someday.
Nice. So then the finals match, Mikey White. That was one. A lot of people in the South were touting Howard. White got up. What was it? 16-3.
Yeah, it was very close to a technical fall.
16-2, and he was one takedown away. 16-3 actually, and he was a takedown away. Gave up a takedown, got rode out in the second period, and then the third period was, all Sam Howard.
Yeah,
couldn't get enough. He couldn't make up that gap. Good match. I mean, it was a good match. Obviously, some people were not happy with the way it ended.
Yeah, I mean, I'd assume that maybe Sunday he probably was, but probably in the moment Mikey White also was not happy with the way that match went.
Yeah.
I think his and we don't cuss on Guerrilla Radio. The IHSA is they need to put that NSW whatever not suitable for work on. He said he was the A word. I think what's crazy is like and we talked about it yesterday. We didn't even touch on this part of it. Is like I heard him say I was, not he is, I was. And like everyone's like, he said this. I'm like, bro, stop. you're reaching now, right? Like,
Yeah.
and then someone went back and watched it, like it was a good match, man. Like that's what you want. And at one point, it didn't look like it was a good match.
Yeah.
At one point, our friends from the South were saying, "Okay, yeah, we were wrong." When it was
Yeah.
16-3, they're like, "This dude's the real deal."
Hmm.
And then Sam Howard found a different gear.
Yep. I think there's a little bit. I mean, I think Mikey had a little bit of a adrenaline dump.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean that's happened. We see craziness happen under those lights. You have 10. I mean, that's not even though he had experience being under there. He was expected to win this year, and he was that close. And you're using all that energy to get that last takedown, and then you give up a takedown.
Well,
Had a great counter, and then wrote him out. And then Mikey's like, "Oh crap,
dude, I thought shout out to Sam Howard too. Like I thought that ride took a lot out of him.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
that was a hard, like, dude, and not to be like, over some, like he just, zapped that energy level, man. And you kind of, not that you've seen it, but like, and then at what point do you think, man, I thought this with Gable Steveson in the NCAA finals. At what point are you like, yeah, I got time. Like I'm cool. I got a lead here. I'm good, right? And
Yeah,
then like pull back up the score real quick. So you're up 16-3. Now you're up 16-6. You're still in way more control, right?
yeah.
You go into that third period,
Howard was
and
down.
and you're stalling. Dude, he was stalling. He was running at the end.
Yeah,
There's no denying that. I think anytime you finish a match like that, it's tough. I mean,
mhm.
I don't think that I've never been in that situation under the lights ever, even in my house. But I don't know if I would do the same or how I would do it. Dude, my Jim Watkins used to call us for stalling. He would literally say, "Hey, you're stalling," and so like it was like one of those things. But like, dude, he's winning the title. But at what point do you think that he was like, "Oh man, this is actually a match now"?
Yeah,
Like, was it that like takedown that he thought he was gonna get the tech on? Was it the takedown at the end of the second that he's like, okay, well now it's probably that like that second takedown. He thought he could probably give that one up and then like still win. And then that third takedown, it was probably like, oh my gosh, this is happening, right? Because
yeah,
I was thinking it too. I was like, dude, I
yeah,
can't believe he's gonna lose this thing. Like he was up so big.
yeah,
And I'm not a I looked at it from a different lens, right? We talked about it with Jackson and Chef. Like we're gonna look back at that match and be like, bro, like Sam Howard put on a show there.
yeah,
Mikey White was the number one guy in the country. Sam Howard was a takedown away from getting teched, much like was it Max Askren? Like was it at the Worlds? He was about to get teched and he came all the way back and won.
yeah,
Like very similar. And dude, you're like I think it's like really like it was a really cool like moment for Sam Howard. And maybe
mhm.
like in the reflection part of it, you're like, dang man, like if I didn't give up that early takedown, if I didn't give up that position, but like you're gonna look back and be like, dude, my national ranking solidified. It probably goes up, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. That'll be interesting. I haven't looked at any national rankings this week.
I only look
Um,
at Sports Illustrated national rankings.
yeah. So yeah, no, he is a good match, and Howard's really good. I'll be curious. For the fan in me, I'd love to see him up at 215. Him and Salas go at it, or Salas goes down. They somehow they meet in the middle, catch weight at
I,
200. I don't
I
know.
think we're gonna obviously when we wrap up the whole thing, some of the stuff we're looking forward to, but I think Caesar right now is at that point. Like, oh, what do you want to do? You want to be a heavyweight in college, or do you want to be in a 97?
Yeah,
And like, he could go up and wrestle Cam. I know they've had some battles in the past. I know, like Jake, his dad is a big proponent of lifting. Like, dude came up, hugged me up. I was like, okay, bro, we got them prison muscles. All right, bro. So you have to get caught. No, he ain't been in jail. I'm just saying that's a joke. But they like if he goes north, does he wrestle Cam, who's got 2 titles now and looked pretty dominant? We're going to talk about that. Or does he stay 215 and Sam Howard comes up? And I seen someone say Sam Howard no matter what next year. Like, well, I mean Caesar's pretty good.
yeah,
That guy's pretty good. He's not getting worse.
yeah, yeah. That'll be interesting. I don't want to see it just for our entertainment more than anything. Um, so yeah, should be interesting. Still some
What
young
my,
guys in that weight
what my
class
boy Vic
also.
say? He had anxiety to get the best of him during the match wrestling.
Yeah,
That's my boy Vic, man.
yeah. So and that's I mean it looked to me like just kind of a I mean what why Howard came out and went after him that third period. It did. I mean, it was a definitely two different matches, you know, and that's what happens. That's why you wrestle 6 minutes.
Everyone's saying that he was like gassed out. Like he wrestled some hard ones at Iron Man, didn't look gassed. You
Yeah,
know?
there's a little bit of difference of being under the lights, and I think it's more like an adrenaline dump
Yeah, I
of
also think
a
that.
getting hyped up, getting excited.
There
Um,
was someone else. I forgot who else had that before.
I remember seeing crap. I can see his face.
I remember
Brownsburg kid.
I remember Frazier told us that before that he had like an adrenaline dump under the lights.
Who's the Brownsburg neck wrench? Chinwright
Oh, Steve
City.
Walton or not Steve
Walton,
Walton.
yeah.
Steve
Nate,
Walton. That might have been one of the Walton brothers back in the day.
yeah.
Nathan.
Nathan Walton.
John Boy Walton and them. You remember
Yes,
them?
yes. I think Nathan, his senior year against the Northridge kid, great. It wasn't a Graber, was it? Was it Graber?
Yeah, could have been.
Yeah. So that was a little. I think that was very similar. That Walton had dominated all year and just kind of didn't look like himself, you know, in that finals match. And I think a couple people kind of alluded that it just was kind of just the lights got to you.
I remember a really successful wrestler told me before that their goal was to win a state title, be a four timer, and that was their absolute goal. And then when they got to that moment, like he questioned his work because that was his goal. Like not that I was ever like. And we talk about the guys that had like vision past this. Like, hey, like if you're looking to be a world champion, you're looking to be an NCAA champion. This is just part of the game, right? But if this is your pinnacle, and I'm sure Mikey White's gonna have a great college career, but like if the pinnacle is your state title and you're winning and then you start losing that, like this is the adrenaline dump because this is what you worked for.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, okay, cool. And what if I didn't do enough?
Yeah.
You know, it's a interesting mental dynamic of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you put so much into one. If the state title is just a step in the process to your NCAA title, then not achieving it isn't preventing you from that next title. So interesting. Anyway, 215, good match. Jerron Kearney, man, he's tall.
Boy, when that dude was, I thought, that dude showed up and he was so big. I thought maybe like that dude might have had a mortgage and, he had to go pick the kids up from school. Dude was a grown man out there. That's the first time I seen him.
Yeah.
Dude, as they were saying on the Friday night show, he can't play basketball. There's no chance that dude can't just get rebounds in the paint. He could double up.
Hey, he can be a Dennis Rodman. All he do is just grab the ball and pass it out. That's all you need to do.
Dude,
Rodman couldn't shoot. He had a 25% shooting average.
Dude, he's a big, and I don't know what his plans are past this, but dude, he's a big, athletic dude with some pretty broad shoulders.
Yeah.
My boy, like, dude, we were talking. I shouted him out on the Haggard Hershey's High School Wrestling Weekly. He wrestled Randy Baker his senior year Friday night. He'd only wrestled since his sophomore year, and he went to the Air Force. And like, dude was the hood dude, man. He lived in the hood. They said, "What size pants are you?" He's 36. They said, "You're not 36, sir." He was at that point. He was 200 pounds. They did his. They had to size him up. He was a 31-inch waist.
Jeez.
Like, dude, he was all shoulders. And dude, I would be willing to bet John Kearney pretty similar.
Yeah.
He wasn't 6'5", but like, KP's probably like 6'2". He was pretty good in the paint too.
Yeah. So Burgett over Kearney. It was close early on, then he ended up getting a pin late.
Grinder, bro. I like shout out to Julian Burgett, great career, but that dude's in your face, grinder, man. Just works.
Yep. And then Salas, Tech Fall over Colin Wetzel, Sear Godwise. We'll talk about that later. Over Clayton Miller, and then Hartley Hoover. Overtime over Colin Fleur. That's a good win for him. I was pretty impressed with Hoover.
Yeah.
Again, he wrestled really well. I was impressed with him. We'll talk about. I was impressed with him in the semis, also in the finals. Semis, Salas 10-1 over Burgett. Um, Burgett's really good, and Salas is really good also.
Uh,
Hoover over Godwise. Go ahead.
dude, we were sitting by the Salas family. They brought a whole crew out, man. That was pretty cool to
Yeah,
see.
yeah, that was a big crowd. They're loud. So yeah, Hoover over Godwise, major decision, and from what we have gathered, Godwise made some poor choices in the heat of the
Yeah,
moment and was disqualified from the tournament and did not get a medal.
and I was
And
like telling you as it's happening.
yeah,
For hey man, like, I get it. Like obviously everyone's watching the finals and they're booing. Mikey White. Like if we're not like they like, and I'm not saying boo anybody, but like if you didn't have an opinion on that Godwise semifinal, like what like dude, we used to talk about this with softball like coaches, or we talk about with wrestling dads, or and not as much wrestling moms, but more wrestling dads. Like at what part are you like that's okay, cool? Like I'm willing to give up this for that.
yeah,
Like I want like and obviously it's an emotional time, dude. And you're an 18-year-old kid, man. You don't always make great decisions. Like it's just your life, man. Like
yeah,
you have your whole life ahead of you. But like, does he? I think the last one was like he's coming back across, and I think he was still jawing. I think he got hit for like some clubs that looked like punches, and shout out to Hartley Hoover for not reacting because it'd been really easy to like go back at him because you are in an emotional spot. And then I think he was
mhm,
jawing and got hit, and then I think the last one was jawing too. And it's like, if you just stop for 1 second, just for 1 second, like, hey man, like, yeah, you lost. It sucks, dude. That's your goal to be under the lights. I get it, dude. Like, I get it. No one's gonna like end their career like the happiest ever.
yeah,
Like everyone generally loses ends their career on a loss. And I know his dad's done some MMA. Maybe he'll go into MMA also. But like just once it's done, and like you got hit for the first one, and you're drawing. I would just wish, and like that's not their job either. Like Perry would have kept Hoover over there for a second before he crossed, and just one of them caught Sear before he let it get too far. I guess. Like,
mhm,
and they're not predicting the future, but man, like it sucks to see that happen because I think you just erase your name from the book, man.
yeah,
Like you
yeah,
don't like you're gonna be the guy that they're gonna look back and you're gonna look back and they're gonna be like, oh man, I wonder what happened to the match at
yeah.
2:15.
Why is there a third and a fifth and not a fourth?
Yeah, like dude, I hate that for that kid, man.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
when we're young, we make dumb choices. We do dumb things like buy lotto tickets and
yeah,
but like like he made it like an emotional choice, and I think it's gonna be. I agree with Luke, and I don't know if that's something we want to touch on. I don't think, but he's right. There's a lot going on inside the program the last couple of weeks, and um, I just wish that he would have did one less.
yeah.
I bet
I do.
there's a lot of dudes that are in jail that said, "I wish I would have just did one less." Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So
so
hopefully he learns from it, and it's not the end all be all. Hopefully there is
well,
a teaching moment and learning
dude,
moment that you got something taken away that you did earn. I mean, he did
yeah,
earn a medal,
dude,
100%. There's no
he's one
doubt.
of the best guys in the state.
Yeah,
Like he's
and he
one of
is.
the
Yeah,
he's a Fargo All American, right?
yeah. So
uh,
that's
I think I always tell. I actually had this conversation today, but like I always say, like sometimes like God does things in your life that you don't understand at the moment. That like down the road you'll be able to impact somebody else,
mhm,
and maybe like he'll go back into coaching, or he'll have a son that wrestles, and they'll be like in a similar thing, and he'll understand like, hey man, like I messed up this way. Let me like kind of guide you,
yeah,
and you don't feel it today, or you're not gonna like understand it right now, and um, but like at some point maybe he does, like so.
and it sucks for. I mean, for me, I know you never want to see a kid's medal taken away, but also I know from my point of view is we already had someone ask on the board, and graphics wise, people ask questions like, why is
Yeah.
this that? Why is that? And I just hate that for the kid because it just like pouring gasoline on the fire when we're trying to just move on.
Yeah,
And
like
and that's we're not here to it was a heat of the moment, made a poor decision. He wasn't throwing punches. He wasn't doing anything
no,
that was, to me, I would, like as you said, booing a kid for poor behavior. I assume it was some things he said that weren't pleasant, and obviously that does warrant what happened.
yep,
But at the same time, it wasn't anything that people saw, physical and stuff. So anyway, we'll move on.
yeah,
Consolations: Colin Wetzel over Kearney, Miller over Killen Fleur, and then Miller over Wetzel, and then Fleur gets revenge from semi-state last year or last week and wins there. So
yeah,
there's so
yeah. We didn't. Those ushers should have had their credentials taken away.
yes,
Nah,
could have got flagrant.
yeah. Jason Cook, bringing the comedy, bro. That's
Yeah,
hey man, this is our show, bro. Stop it.
yes, I make the jokes around here.
We make the bad jokes here, Jason.
Yes. Yeah, so finals, Salas 7-0 over Hoover. As I said, I was pretty impressed with Hoover. First finalist for North Miami in their school history. So, and they had a real good tournament. So that was a pretty good. He wrestled Salas tough. He didn't back down. He went after him. He was
Bro,
in on his legs a few times.
dude, Joey said it like before we got on some of this other stuff. Dude, Caesar Salas might have the best hips he's in the country. I don't know if I would. I haven't seen enough overall wrestling, but probably like in the state finals this year, fighting off some deep shots.
Yeah, yeah. Hoover is deep.
Yeah,
I mean, I guarantee he finishes those takedowns on pretty much anyone else in the state and many others nationally.
yeah,
With that. So yeah, Sal's looked real good though. As I said, lots of bonus this year for Caesar, and he's not going to get worse. He's going to continue to get better. He's still a young pup and getting bigger, getting stronger, and looking forward to. I just like thinking, like, man, this kid's only a junior.
yeah.
So
He like as a 20. What is that? Man, he's a sophomore as a 28 recruit.
27,
He has to
8,
be up there, right? Like he has to
yeah,
be on those guys like watch list of guys that they're probably looking to get, right?
yeah. I have I'm this sophomore class is really good, and I'm looking forward to what happened. Where everyone goes, because it'd be awesome if you could somehow keep them all in state, because that would make those teams in state really good.
Yeah, man. Like, and I don't know where he's looking to go, but I have some hints at where people are advising him to go. But dude, I do think that he's gonna be a really good get for a squad because I think
Yeah.
again, like dude, super athletic, works hard, nice kid, dude, crazy good hips, which you're not teaching that. Like,
Yeah.
but dude, Hoover, like I think I don't know what his plans are going forward, but dude, someone could land a Hartley Hoover who just showed out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. It would be. And he looked pretty good there. I don't know. I think he probably is a little bit lighter. Might be a 97-pounder college. I don't know. I assume he might be looking to football. Who knows? But it'd be interesting seeing if he, latches onto a small school program. And we've seen a lot of those guys like that kind of come out of nowhere. Small school, like go to like Indiana Tech or UND or Manchester and do pretty well. So
Yeah,
heavyweights. This one was pretty good. Obviously, we had the big upset. Kuhlman lost on Friday night. Hank the Tank took him out.
Hank the
Another right
Tank.
off. Go ahead.
I was just saying Hank the Tank.
Yeah, and
It just
then
remembers it makes me always remember, old school. One of my top fives.
yes, and then had another fairly big. I mean, I don't say huge upset, but Kari Markey majors Hayden Smith, got after him early. I did not see Markey. He was up 8-2 in the first period. I did not see Markey come out with a major. Got to him early, and then I think Hayden wasn't sure what to do and kind of just end up snowballing from there. But a good win for Markey. Markey's tough, and mean, he had to beat two guys with state medals to make the semifinals.
Yeah, I think, dude, so good, man.
Yep. And then James Hartle Road 11-7 over Hank Redmond. That was a close match for a while.
Yep.
And then Hartle Road, he's a no small fella, and he ends up getting the takedown in the third period and riding
Harvard
him.
rocking the platinum blonde black beard look.
Yeah, show on Blackbeard, part pirate. Speak nicely. Oh, someone's watching.
Who was? Let me see.
Gil.
Hey,
So
man. Dude wrestled lights out, man. And shout out to Gil, man. Like, he's always told me I was sleeping on him. And not that I overranked him, but like, I put a lot more faith and I put him pretty high. And I was like, dude, he's good and he knows how to win. And great coaches, man. Those guys do a great job.
yeah, and Gil, just sits in that chair, just like he's just in church,
Dude,
sitting there.
he would never even
Doesn't get up, doesn't say anything to the refs.
Stoics never, yeah,
No,
never
no
been-
emotion whatsoever. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought there's a mannequin in the chair most of the time when he's there.
Dude, he does some stuff. We got to get a camera on Gil when he's over there. I was asking him. He said it's some secret stuff though, man. Like he gets low. He's like he knows. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing there? He's like, he knows. I said, all right. Can't tell me.
So he had to get to match 10 before he got super calm. Nice. So Hazlett pins Keenan Mowry. And then Catfish Tech Fall over Manford Griffin Osborne. Semifinals 2-1 Hartle Road over Markey. I believe it was a stall point. Yes. Third period stall point. Never a fun way to win or lose a match. And just neither guy could find a good way to score there. Hartle Road punches his ticket to the finals. Then Hazlett was hoping for a better match, and Hazlett got in on Glessing's legs, and then he tried it looked like he was trying to funk roll.
Yeah.
And probably not the best thing to do.
I thought it was like, not that it wasn't a fall. Like I thought it was like a pretty, for some of the falls that we saw this week, it kind of lingering and watching and waiting. It was pretty like quick.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be a really good match, dude. When the lights are the brightest, man, Cam shows up.
Yeah. I mean, he took advantage of Glessing making a mistake, and he's like, I'm gonna make you pay for it. I mean, that's the type of wrestler Hazlett is. If you make a mistake, he will capitalize on it, and he will make you pay for it. And he did in the toughest way possible.
We said this about Chad Red Jr. in high school. Like he was so good that people didn't understand how good he was on top as a rider because he was so good. Like he didn't have to ride a lot of people. And then in the Nick Lee match, he rode him the entire third period. Mm-hmm. Hazlett's really good in the top position. Like he's very good. I talked to Grandpa Frank Saturday night. Great family, man. I've known them, 20 years at least. He told me Cam has one of the best feels for like a push pull, like just the push pull motion in the heavyweight. Like he just has a great feel for it. He's always had a great feel for it.
Yeah. And I mean, we were talking to some people and they've, Cam was on a dad that he was on like an elementary duels team, and he was like a fourth grader wrestling fifth and sixth graders and seventh graders or whatever. And he was the only one going undefeated, and he was wrestling heavyweight. And they're like, it was just, he's been good for so long.
Shout out to Tony for putting him pretty high in the middle school rankings, and people like not really believe in it.
Yeah.
And he came in ranked like 4 last year behind some pretty heavy hitters, and people were giving me like the business, right?
Yes.
Like they were like, you don't know what you're doing, like a freshman heavyweight. Come on. I'm like, dude, he's good, man.
Yeah.
Bill Hawkins told me really early that this dude like has the ability to be like an Olympian someday.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and then we're not gonna get to the finals. We'll talk about that. But dude, just buzzsaw, man. We were talking about the most dominant wrestler. He scored the most points and probably one of the toughest weight classes.
Yeah. Well, his only match that went 6 minutes was a major. So Third place, Catfish over Markey for the third straight week. Um, so pretty good
Those
little
guys look like they
rivalry
don't
they
want to
had
see each
there.
other anymore. They were like,
What do
"Why
you
do we got to see each other this week?"
Yeah, yeah. So and then Hayden Smith over Hank the Tank, uh, Keenan Mowry over Griffin Manford Osborne, and then Mowry over Smith for fifth, and Osborne over Hank for seventh, and then the finals. Kind of just, I mean, kind of the way those his matches with Hazlett's matches with Hardwell Road to go, and um, he does great pressure. He's gonna make you make a mistake, and then he's gonna capitalize on it. That's not a it's a fairly simple plan. It's about the execution, like we talked about earlier. Uh,
Yeah, and
he,
dude, he's a pinner. Man, it's tough, like because he gets guys on his back, and he has to be strong. He doesn't look like he's the strongest heavyweight.
no, he's not the biggest by any means.
No,
He's
by any means, he's not the
35 ish.
biggest, but like he's quick. He holds position incredibly well, and when he gets dudes to their back, he buries them.
Yeah,
Um, I don't. I remember early on when he was having some like close matches as he was filling it out as a freshman. Kids were choosing down. He was turning them and pinning them.
hmm
Uh, dude, dude's the real deal, man.
yeah. He
Hits
state
the
titles at
backflip,
heavyweight.
dude. Hits the backflip. I didn't know if he was going backflip again. Went clean backflip to the splits,
Yeah,
and then put out, dude. And then like I think is like I don't think he's a holdback either. I think he's pretty young. I
yeah,
could be wrong. Someone could correct me on that. I don't think he was a holdback. Uh, and then he incredibly well on the mic, man.
yeah. He did good. Yeah, another good thing. So overall, a great state finals. Um, let's go this way, and we'll put this here. Um, I mean, it was a fun finals from start to finish,
Yep.
and just Friday night after after the first round, we had the hanger, and then Saturday all day talking wrestling and stuff. Is great finals. So, um,
Dude,
any any
always a
other
great
remarks before we are going to rank the top freshmen and sophomores?
man. Just really always a great weekend, man. It's always great to see everybody.
Yeah,
Um, one of my favorite weekends, man. And like I think the session and the show has been cool. Like we appreciate it when they came out. Um, because there was a packed house that I had to find out they had a side room over there. Uh, and then just being out Saturday night and just everyone you start different places and it's just really cool to see and like not just like people that are currently involved in the sport, but like I've seen some parents that like their kids had graduated, which is really cool that they were there and um you know some guys that have wrestled back in the day and it's just really cool to pick their minds, man.
yeah. It's pretty neat to see what you know. We did the after. Actually, we did a pre-show in Evansville, and then the after shows the last couple years, and just seeing the people that come out for those things, and it was a lot of fun, and appreciate the support that people have for us. And it's I know one of the, I can't remember if it was Bobby Cox or his Falcons, that said one of the coolest things about the wrestling state finals is it's like a big family reunion, and everyone's excited to see each other, and there's intense competition, but you can tell that there's a mutual respect and a friendship in that heated, right, in those heated matches and stuff. And it's pretty cool to see. I mean, we get to hang out with Dustin. We don't get to see him that often because
Yeah.
he's buried him in, doing those things in Madison, and Howie and all those guys and everyone.
Yeah.
It's one of those weekends that we look forward to every year to hang out with each other and stuff. So,
I mean, I think I think to say Michael White's leg defense wasn't that great is like disrespectful to Sam Howard because I think his attacks were pretty good in those situations.
yeah,
Like I don't want to take away. I don't want to say because Mikey White didn't have good leg defense that Sam Howard's cheap takedowns. Like I think
Howard's long and strong, and I mean he's good, and that you're exactly right. I don't think that. Mikey White's has a lack of leg defense. I think Howard is pretty good. Howard is good. There's no thinking about it. He hasn't had
What's
national level success, so it's not.
what's Howard's national rank?
Um,
Was that probably you think that's one of the best like in state like state finals like nationally?
um,
Like we didn't have
nationally,
any other national rank. I mean, I guess Jensen and Nate Rio would be nationally ranked, right?
yeah. Let's see up
Is
here.
Tommy nationally ranked? I know Clinton is.
Tommy might be. I'm trying to find some rankings on Matt Scouts. I hate these websites. Um, rankings. There we go.
Bro,
High rankings, Fab
E.T.
50.
Cook, you're right, man. That dude's big, strong, athletic. It's like Friday Night Lights. He's like, what you see out there? He's like, they're big, they're fast, they're strong, they're fast. That's him, bro.
Okay. Ah, damn it. I just had it and then I had to log in because I guess I was not logged in. High school rankings. Let's see. I usually lean toward, let's see, 190. White's one. Um, he's not ranked in there.
That was on the
On
Willie
Matt
one.
Scouts, he was not ranked.
I know, James. I seen you was out there doing it, but you, if he's your teammate, bro, that dude's in there putting in that work.
Yeah. Let's see. I bet he is not ranked by anybody. By the
Yeah.
big two.
National ranking, step your game up, man. You're sleeping.
Yeah. And hopefully we get to see him on the national scene a little bit more. Should be interesting. There's a lot of good guys. It's hard to crack the rankings at like 190 and stuff. So, okay. So we are going to rank top, probably do about top 10 right now. And then we'll do about up to 25 for the class of 2029.
2029. Dang, bro. Does that make what year did you come out, Joe?
97.
97.
Okay.
What was the number one song when you came out? Do you remember?
No. So let's see. We can take that out. So gotta have these sorted out a little bit. We can zoom in a little bit. You don't need to worry about some of those other things. This is kind of where we have it. I'd say pretty easy. Carver, I'd say, is probably number one.
I agree. This is what we had before.
No, I just put those. I kind of did a pre-ranking. Then you got like 3 or 4 guys. Man, Kali Como making the finals. Spencer McGammon had some national level success.
Third. And he was third, right? Yep. We got on the side. Okay.
Yeah, that's what said. He was third. Alvarez, Nolan Culp. I'm probably leaning a little bit towards McGammon and then Kelly Como.
Yep.
And then
Ethan, yeah.
Ethan, then Nolan Culp. So we only had, let's see, what was that? 13 state qualifiers this year.
What and some of the semi-state guys just ran to the bottom too. Like, what do we got on semi-state? Like, Josiah Stanton's really good. Louis Kennison's really good. I would say Louis is gonna be up there too.
7.
Yeah, I would say Louis, dude. And I don't want to take away from Carson's win, but like Louis was really good at 6. It just like unfortunate. But I think it's a good spot 7.
Yeah.
He'll come back. I think Stanton had a really good year. Rosenberger, Stanton, who did he lose to? Did he lose to Bridge? State runner up?
No, he had somebody else. I don't know offhand. Who did he wrestle? He lost to. Who did he lose to? I have to look at the brackets. I can tell you real quick. 120. He lost to someone really good. Was it Bridge? 120. He had Bell. Maybe he did draw on the Bridge.
I thought it was Bridge, but I wasn't gonna trash out.
It wasn't. Let's see. I guess we can just look on Bridge's profile. Yeah, he ran into Bridge. state run.
Yeah.
So I'm probably saying, I would say Stanton is probably pretty good right there,
Man,
number 8.
because I think like Joe Pond,
Yeah.
like Joe
Vaughn,
Pond had a really good year. Other than the state finals, he lost Friday night to Ashton Goni, who's pretty good, and we'll probably talk about him in a second. But all of his other losses were to Luke Reed, and he only lost a medalist this year.
yeah. So probably put him at 8. I think Stanton's pretty good there. Gavin Mason had a real good year.
Yeah.
I think.
What do you have? 3 losses?
Yeah. I can make these smaller, can't I? And then you got some other guys probably at number 11. I'm looking at like a.
Did Rosenbarger and Brody wrestle Weimer? I know Rosenbarger lost to McGuire. Who else is in there?
They would have been different regionals.
Okay. Man, Rossville has to go past North Montgomery to go there. What regional are they in?
They're in the North Montgomery regional, but Noblesville goes to.
Oh yeah.
Pendleton Heights. I'd probably say Rosenbarger, Weimer, Tante.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to lean towards the bigger guys, obviously.
What you got? Anybody further down?
These are some of the other guys that were kind of ranked in the top 15.
Okay.
Or top 20. I don't think there's anyone there that kind of jumps out over the state qualifiers.
No.
So
yeah. Then these guys, like, rank wise, obviously they had some, Charlie Farrow. What we have rankings wise, I don't think that changes.
Farrow wasn't ranked.
No, but like I'm saying, like Cleveberg.
Cleveberg was ranked 18th.
And then Baylor was 12.
Yeah.
So I think the rankings for those guys were more reflective of what they were doing in the season. I'm sure like someone in the comments would be like, "We beat that guy when we were 12, and I can't believe you didn't rank him there." Like, I think Hunter Pearson had a good season. It's tough. Sam Madison had a really good season. Nathaniel Sanders. I thought he was going to run it at 6 for. That's not close. He's at Monrovia.
He's at Monrovia?
Yeah.
Oh.
So then,
are you sure? Because I thought I pulled that straight from the.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone can correct us, but I was like 96% sure that it's Monrovia.
Let's go. Because I pulled that straight from the database.
Maybe that's why he didn't have any results when it was on the Excel sheet, because we were still using the Google one.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm pretty sure. Actually, I might. Someone probably got in the comments. Can we get a comment on that right quick?
Cloverdale would be at Mooresville, right?
He was at Mooresville, but I believe he was at Monrovia. I think he had.
Let's see.
Might have Kellen Chef first match.
Monrovia. Maybe you're right. Nathaniel Sanders. Yep. Okay. So I think I need to update his. Maybe that screwed everything up. So I will fix his profile. Because we have him as. Oh, I do have him as Monrovia.
I got it, guys. I'm on it.
Okay. I don't know why that's like that then.
It'd have been interesting to see like if he stayed at 6. I know that was it looked like a pretty good cut because I know he had wrestled up a little bit.
Yeah.
To see where he
would there that would be number 20. I mean, I think Flowers. I lean towards heavier guys that had good success.
Yeah, I agree. I think Flowers.
So that's pretty good. Less arguments there.
Yeah.
Next one not as good. I mean, I think that's pretty clear cut.
Yeah, I think with the finalists,
And we didn't have a 5, did we?
But if Alvarez, would have won that Shutley match, I probably would have had him a lot higher in that part.
Yeah. Okay.
So who is the last one in here? Go down. Let's see if there's anybody else. I mean, that might be it. I mean, Jackson Harris has had a really good season. Nathaniel Sanders had a good season. Weimer had a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. My
So
guy Carter Gary. Shout out to Carter Gary, my crew from the team state, my Hanover Central Middle School guys.
yeah. Okay. So I kind of pre-did a lot of these. Kind of pre-did some of the rankings just to kind of keep guys.
Yeah, I think Joe told me to check it out, and this is the first I'm seeing it, guys.
Yes, and I don't know why some of these guys do have name things beside them. Okay, so this is going to be fun.
Yep.
Because we have four, or two-time champs, and then two other champs that are both nationally ranked. And you can throw the. So we have six guys that are all. Sorry, Dane, you're not in our list, or Bryson Kirk. I don't know why you are here.
Dang, wait.
Some old rankings
Yeah, like that.
are hanging around. Sorry, guys. So we got six guys right here. I mean, you could throw them in a randomizer and do that.
I'm going Matthew Staples one.
Yeah.
I mean, Matthew Staples was in the finals Super 32 in a good match.
Yeah.
Cam Hazel was also in the finals Super 32. It just wasn't a very good match at that point.
Yeah. He also was also on heavyweight. I mean, both of them were up high. I would not. Yeah, I think Staples and Hazlett are both probably. I'd probably put them 1 and 2 just because both upper weights. Having that success that they've had.
I mean, man, what is like nationally? Like, how many of these guys are all Americans? Because I don't.
Every one of them is placed at Fargo.
Okay, of the top six.
I don't know.
Because Bell has, right?
Yeah, Bell's placed a few times there.
Man,
let's see. I know we do have them. So this would be 28. That shows on their class rankings. So Bell has placed twice. He placed at U17s. Staples was second at Super 32. Fargo, Greco, third. Hazlett was third at Freestyle 16U, second at Super 32. Ducking was fourth last summer at Freestyle Nationals, fourth actually the past 2 years. Let's see, Connor Maddox. Salas was first at Folk Style Nationals, second at Freestyle, fifth at Super 32.
This class is nasty, man. Holy smokes!
I know. Maddox was eighth at the Super 32, seventh at Freestyle Nationals. U17s, he was sixth. So
I would still go. I'd probably go Bell 3.
Yeah, hold on a second. Someone's getting block user. Why we don't do that? So you can be out of here.
I don't even know what they were saying.
He used the P word and tried to say stuff.
Was it on Instagram?
It was on Facebook, so I'm gonna double check that. So go ahead and talk while I make sure that he is on the website again.
Yeah, so I think Case Bell 3. I mean, 2-time champ. Has won a weight class with a champion at both years. Beat obviously our number one ranked 120 or 20 29.
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't let us down, man.
Nah.
Coming back next year. That's gonna be under the lights. We gotta make sure that one's separated.
Yep, I'll talk to my guys. You didn't let us down. We're proud of you. No matter what, you went out there and battled and went out there and wrestled. I mean, you knew it was going to be a tough match, and hopefully you'll see. I mean, I guarantee you're going to be putting the work in. So,
yeah, I think, man, is it Caesar or Maddox next? You think? I think that's the tough one. I think Bell's 3, and then it's Caesar or Maddox because Maddox had the win over over Trayvon this year.
Yeah, I would go Maddox because he won Ironman.
Yeah, good call.
Um, and then yeah, like that. That's still. I mean,
It's pretty
I
good.
don't. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I even don't even. I don't totally feel comfortable with it because of how good all those guys are.
Yeah,
Everyone has a case for number one.
and you know what's cool is a lot of those guys. I mean, I would love to see MJ at Ironman next year.
Yeah,
Like I think because of the other five, those guys are all they've all wrestled Ironman, right?
yeah. So that's a good group of six guys that I mean you can make an argument for every one of them, and I can't say you're wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, it's one of those things that I cannot sit there and say that somebody is. Oh, I keep getting Ticketmaster emails. And sign up for these. Okay, so I think that's pretty man. I'd say Brown's probably a fairly clear cut.
man, I was gonna go like pivot on that.
Oh,
I was gonna say Verduzco,
man,
two-time third placer.
two-time runner up though.
Yeah, I think they wrestled the same weight last year at IPO, and Verduzco won it, right?
Yeah,
And he beat Carver there.
yeah, that's not a bad one. I mean, again, the we're nitpicking here to be
Yeah,
very certain, especially when these guys are out of different weights. Uh, Case Bridge kind
yeah,
of flying on the. I mean, considering a guy that's been second and third,
yeah.
and the highest you can really put him
Well,
is ninth. That tells you how deep this weight class is.
yeah, I think like I don't think anyone thought he was bad. We talked. I mean, we brought that down. Like that's how we broke it down in nauseam, right? We're on to the next thing. I don't want to get sidetracked the whole day. Um, so I don't think how would Sam be better than we thought when he was the number 2 ranked guy in the state, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And he
exactly.
lost the number 1 ranked guy. Uh, yeah. So I think going down, like, I think this is where it gets a little bit more tricky, right?
Yeah, I think Saint Laurent should probably be 10. I
Yeah,
think I think his numbers, his fifth in qualifier, he's higher than that both times by a few notches. I
yeah,
mean, I think he's a top 4 guy in the last 2 years.
yeah.
I'll
If
say.
it's not for Daniel Brown, like it would be interesting to see where he falls with some of those other guys, right?
Yeah. Um, I would say, man, semi. I mean,
Yeah,
you're looking at these guys like Strayer, Wicker, and Owetta. Um, even a Marcus Malone.
yeah.
Those are the only other guys with medals. Um,
Um, yeah, I would say probably Strayer there, right? He's been in the semis. I mean, Reed Wicker, 2-time fifth placer. It's pretty good. Uh, then I'd probably go Cruz, right?
you got,
Probably Marcus Malone. Fifth this year at 150 is pretty good. I
yeah,
mean, like, I think he was in a tough spot last year. Then probably Cruz.
yeah. So there, let's sort this so we kind of know where we're at. So yeah, so now we got Cruz there. Got guys with one medal and or qualifiers.
Who are some of the? I mean, Jackson Litchfield's had some national success, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think he's really good. And he's going to continue to get better.
Yeah, I'm trying to see like, do we have anybody down in here that had some, maybe some national success, just had some tough draws. Anthony Zoransky's really tough. I
Yeah,
think Lincoln Underwood's really tough.
Hockaday,
Hockaday's tough.
Nick Freeze, Luke Weaver, Bence, Braden Head's had some, some good.
If we were ranking the top guys that's come out of the Al Smith back-to-back years in this class, Braden Head would be in the top 3 for sure.
Yes,
So this group, AW Van Kirk's had some national success,
yeah,
right?
I didn't realize he was only a sophomore too. I don't. Has he had national success or?
I thought he had a really good showing at. Maybe I'm not. Maybe he hasn't. What's
I would say probably.
what's the other kid that's like Van Boy Leon? Like he's
Van Boy.
sophomore too, right?
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah,
qualify,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. Oh, like Saint Laurent is really good. I
Yeah,
think I think he's one that his placements don't fit his ability.
yeah,
So 15, I'd kind of I kind of want to go with Litchfield just because of some a little bit more national level success,
yeah. I
and
think
you're qualifying at 190, a bigger weight.
yeah.
Um, and then
I mean, I don't know. I might lean Huddleston. Like, like fourth place is pretty good. Like being a semifinalist. Like I
yeah,
like to think all these guys are gonna be semifinalists at some point, but that's pretty tough.
yeah,
The first year, like really being at the weight,
hmm
like, and I know like he's continue. Hopefully, he continues to get bigger, but I wouldn't be shocked to see him at six again next year.
yeah, yeah. That's not bad. I mean, he's had some national level success, and he's gonna continue to get better. So we got Powers was sixth this year. Is the highest placement left on the board. Um, and then Nick Russell. You got to put Russell over. Actually, no. Goni came in injured
Yeah,
this year.
I agree with that.
Um,
And had a huge win over Friday night over a really tough kid that
yeah.
obviously has had some in season success.
Okay. So let's see. 20 didn't do a good job. Tried putting these guys in kind of like tiers. That's why I have like all these random numbers there. Um, so there's our top. I mean, do we put Warner and Russell at 1920, or do you think someone else?
Let's. I'll scroll down a little bit. Let's see. Is there anybody that?
Chef in there also. Um,
Yeah, I mean, Chef's really good. Obviously, he won, or he had a pretty good IPO with some of these little guys in there. Um,
Gabe Myers. Those are the only other guys with qualifiers. Hockaday,
not
Luke
not to
Weaver.
be, not to be, and obviously like Hockaday's had a win over Verduzco this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, um, Nick Freeze has had some good wins this year. Does it? I don't know, man. That was tough. Scroll down some more. Let's see. Is there anybody that we feel like? I mean, Patrick Dowdy's had a really like some really tough draws. He's
Yeah,
really good.
yeah. These guys are. It's all sorted by like ranking.
Yeah, like
Yeah. So there he was nine. Bayless had a good year. Those are all guys that kind of their
also,
thing.
also had a really good.
Yeah,
Uh, my guy JJ Vaughn. Seen him at the state finals.
yeah. So
Um,
I mean, even Johnny Bear's pretty good
bro,
sophomore.
are we sleeping on Little B?
I have him I have him right there. I have him on our in the tier with
Yeah,
all the guys that are either one-time qualifiers or not. Man, 24 and
I
25.
think Anthony Zaransky, Lincoln Underwood probably need to be higher.
Yeah,
I think those are two guys, and I would actually probably go even higher for those guys that were guys that I think that could have been in the mix, minus injury, right?
yeah,
Like, Lincoln Underwood. I mean, Zaransky had a barn burner last year, Friday night. I don't even know
yeah,
what that is, a barn burner. What does that mean? Like the barn's burner is just hot.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I think that he's really good, and I think that also like Lincoln Underwood was having a really good season. He got hurt with Yao Smith. I
hmm
think he was on his way to major. Wyatt Cooksey, who's pretty good. I mean, obviously, I don't think he completed that match, but a guy that's pretty tough. He's probably wrestled Goni in the past. I mean, I'm not gonna dig through all the ISWA results, but
Let's see. This looks pretty good for our top 25. Kuna, Russell. Um, actually, no. I meant to put So Zaransky. That's
I'm not.
meant to
Dude,
put him there.
I think Chef needs to be higher. I think we're sleeping on Chef a little bit.
Yeah. Let
Like
me.
I mean, Chef had like some really good wins at IPO. He beat Cruiserweight there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oops,
I
sorry.
wonder like what his weight was like during the season. Like, could he have been a 6-pounder?
Yeah. So let's put that there. Let's see. 5, 25, 25, 25, 25. Let's sort these now. So we got that. We got Chef. I'd probably put him over Underwood.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
I Man, I'd probably put him under Zaransky too. I mean, we're giving Zaransky credit for a Friday night match last year that was pretty close. I think Chefs was closer.
yeah. So then we got Acuna, Warner, Russell.
I think also like and not to like
These guys all have medal. These are the only ones without medals right now.
not to diminish what Jacob Powers did. A healthier Xavier Acuna, I think beat him twice this year, and then defaulted to him at the semi-state.
Okay. So now that means 7, 1, 8, 9, 20. This is all messed up now.
Well, I think we sorted it. If you sort it now, it'll go right.
I think so. Let's see. Power of the internets. So Cunha. Um,
We got 220s. Probably.
yeah, that's fine. So Zaransky. I'll keep that right there. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Yeah. And then we're getting into some guys.
Yeah. We'll sort these ones out
Yeah.
off the air, but we got Bracegar top 26 there. Pretty good list. That top 10's pretty darn good. And hopefully we see those guys kind of separating a little bit. And because man, and it's one of those things I was going to bring up is you're going to see our freshman class probably not have as much success because of this class until those guys kind of separate. And we have a really good freshman class too. So
Yeah, I do. I think the freshman class is good. The sophomore class is really good. Dude, it's crazy, like how deep that class is with just the talent. We were seeing it last year too, right?
yeah. Should we do juniors or not, or wait till next week?
You can run juniors.
Okay.
I mean, that actually goes pretty fast.
Yeah.
I think I probably wouldn't have Bryson Spears number one.
No
disrespect to Bryson Spears.
Yeah, that's from last year or from the last one. I don't know what. So we will go. I kind of have a little point system. It's not like the most scientific thing, but so we actually got, this is the first year that we've got some state champs here. So we got Reynolds, Shepard,
Stanley, Breedlove,
and Breedlove. So I'd say number one's pretty easy. Shep.
Braylon 2.
Braylon's 2. Then we're right in. Jalen Davis is not 5. Sorry.
So then you're going to start getting into some tough spots, right? Yeah. I mean, I think Stanley 3 medals, 3 semifinals, champ.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty good. Hornsby's had some pretty good national success. I mean, maybe you go Hornsby there and then Stanley.
I mean, he did win Fargo, so
he did win Fargo. That's
3. That's a pretty big thing. And I mean, he ran into the guy right there. I would say that like that.
And then probably Jensen Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd right there. Malone with 3 medals. That's pretty good. 2 semis.
2 semis.
Man.
Kincaid 2 semis.
Yeah, 2 semis and a year lost to injury.
For Jensen Boyd and Kincaid. Same, right?
Yeah. Man, I'd say, I mean, probably go Howard. He's had the national success.
Yeah.
And when we're looking at the tiers, this is.
I know he's in the chat.
Over Lewis. I almost said Catfish because he's wrestling a good weight class. He's beating a lot of the guys at the top.
See,
I
like
think that the
I think
improvement I've seen out of him in the past year, I think that kind
I
of gets,
think I think Lewis because of his losses.
yeah,
Like, who is that Lewis ever lost to you that you're like, man, that guy's not even the top 10 in their class?
yeah,
Revan Dickman, Nate Rio, Royce Malone, and Lane Horn.
yeah.
Pretty good in-state losses.
So there we go. There,
Yeah, this one is tougher.
yeah.
Like, here,
We got
let's
guys with
scroll.
medals.
I mean, Cash Mays for. I mean, Lincoln Cooper, Cash Mays got semifinals. First time there. I mean, Cooper ran to a state champ last year in the ticket round. Cash Mays has just been in a really tough room to break through.
Yeah.
Um, it was at a really tough 144.
Mm-hmm. So you can put him there. Just making sure we don't have any guys with really high medals.
I mean, we got some fists.
I didn't realize Grote was a 3-time qualifier.
I mean, Dressler's had some national success, right?
Yeah.
Fernandez is pretty good.
Let's see. I would say, I guess Fernandez probably need to put it the 20 area. Where's Dressler? 20 area. Another tough weight. Dressler was right in the mix at a tough weight. I would say, I almost want to say Vols with two. I guess we got a couple guys with 2 medals.
Yeah.
McMahon probably the highest.
I mean, Don Bowie got his 100th win and has 2 6th place finishes. What do we got? Like, let's scroll it on down. Is there anybody that we missed like this year for injuries? Brady Harper was out.
Brady Harper. He's had 2 years with Chase Michaels. No one else with medals.
Frazee was injured. You ran to qualifier. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think we're in the right area up there.
Yeah. So, I would say Cooper over McMahon.
Maybe we get Cooper in the wins that. I would. Yeah, I mean, it's 2-1 for I think Fernandez over Teague right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's so Fernandez. 18. I'm just kind of going off like who has the higher placements in the state.
A good showing for really good showing for Dylan Ogg. Ends up being a 4th place finisher.
Man, those guys are a lot of guys with the same exact placements too. That's what's kind of hard to figure out. Especially right there. So Fernandez, maybe I think I would put him up a little bit higher. Any changes here you see that we'll try to get to maybe 30-ish. This is
I mean, I think Dressler is probably gonna be higher, right? Even though he was 6, he's semi-state champ. That weight was nasty, man. That was just a tough weight. I mean, you lose the Hyvert in the 5th and 6th place match. You lose in the semi. I think in the quarters. I think he had a really good year. I think Newell probably. I mean, you go Newell, Donald Bowie there.
26, 27.
Yeah, I think Falor.
Yeah. These are not end all be all rankings, but it's. I mean,
I think
we're to a point where we're splitting hairs of, well, this guy. This is. I mean, oops, we don't have a 23, so we can. Everyone moves up a spot. 24, 25, 26. I mean, you look at some of these guys, DeLuna,
He wrestled for a short time. I think he could possibly be at 6 again next year. I mean, Wyatt always had some tough ticket round matches out
Yeah,
at
had a big one.
there's some. I think those are like, you're going to run into some of those guys that have had some. Right now at Evansville, it's so difficult based on what getting through that semi-state. So like you're going to have some guys that maybe aren't getting in there. Yeah, is there anyone down? Is this the bottom part of it?
No, here we go. Yeah, I have my fictitious points. I was putting them in those areas. Um, so there we go. That looks a little bit better.
Dude, Henry Farrell's gonna be looking for that medal. You don't want to get that
Yeah,
4-time qualifier. And he's had some good ones. I think Henry Farrell has had a phenomenal go. He had a win over Bowie this year.
yeah. Who did? Clayton Miller should be over him. 28, 29. You got Farrow and Harris.
Harris got a medal, but Farrell just really tough Friday nights, man. I don't know, that was tough.
32. He was 1-1 with the guy he lost to there. Um,
I mean, Elijah Gale, top 5 nicest kids list.
yeah. Let's see.
And his coaches had, top 5 best dressed.
Top 5. They're like top 2. So I'm going to go 32, 33, 34, 35. Hickson Love.
Shout out to Hickson Love. That's my guy now.
36 and then 37. Is that all the state?
Hopefully, I know we talked about it a little bit. Hopefully, speedy recovery for Hickson Love, man.
Yeah. So let's see. See if all the state qualifiers are accounted for there, and then we can. So, Caleb Schaefer, Angelo Vargo.
He's probably got to be a little bit higher, right?
Yeah, Schaefer. Oh man, we got some Asa Spencer. So we got a lot of guys here. We'll probably work on these. Definitely, yeah. Schaefer definitely needs to be higher.
Yeah,
Vargo, 2-time qualifier, lost a year to an injury. Tyson Barrow was, one takedown away from 4/1.
Let's scroll down. Let's see by your Hank the Tank, man, upset king of the state finals this year.
Yeah.
Keep going. Let's see what else. Bacardi Cooper got upset at the semi-state champ, returning qualifier.
Noah Mullins, Quanell Gabriel, Hunter Malloy. So we got quite a few guys with state experience.
Who in this group's going to make that jump?
Yeah. There's a lot of.
Alec Tatum. How about Alec Tatum on the state, when the kids are good?
Advisory board, yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool to see him there.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good class considering they just first got their
first couple champs.
I definitely don't disagree with Mr. Book and that Dressler. We'll look at these a little bit further. Where do we have him? Oh, we got him at 22nd. Yeah. We'll look at these a little bit further. It's fun to kind of go over them live and in person and kind of hear the thought processes for them. Once you get past like 10 here, we're splitting hairs. So it's hard to even, you guys have all similar placements. They've had a lot similar resumes, and it's trying to find, what did you guys do nationally? What did you, some of the wins, some of the losses you've had. So next week,
who are your losses to?
Yeah, who are your losses to? Next week we will be have the award show on Monday.
Yeah.
And, talk about we'll do the pound for pound and seniors, and I'll post those other ones here probably tomorrow or Thursday. Let's see. We're going to rank. Do you have your list of your best matches from the state?
I do, man. I do.
I do not. So I'm going to go. I'm going to pull a mic and do it all off memory and
Man, same.
looking at the brackets. So let's see. Let me. I really don't need an honorable mention, but we'll do that. Um, try to not do that. You know, it's more fun when we don't duplicate our answers. I know that.
I mean, we got a bunch of matches we can talk from. So
Yeah. So I am going to bring up the brackets. I kind of know where my number ones are.
I'm
But
gonna be willing to bet we have a lot of similar number ones, my friend.
so let's go to the brackets. Okay, let's share this screen. So much easier than the other software. Oh, wrong screen. Mike and Joe ranks. Okay, there we go.
Mike and Joe ranks.
And I don't know why this always does that. Work. Okay, top five. Oh, my favorite Evansville best state matches.
And obviously this is subjective.
Yeah,
This is for us that we what we like to see, what we were excited for. Um, I think this is you know, everyone can have their own list. If you want to put your top five on the list, I'd love to see it too.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna go, man. And some of these are a little bit subjective to kids we like to watch, and kids, some of the I don't know if there's drama or whatever, but I think my first one, and this one kind of breaks my heart putting this on there, is Hank the Tank
That was a good one though.
over Hank over Coolman. Breaks my heart, but anytime you got the smallest heavyweight taking it to the one of the bigger heavyweights, you got to root for him. Great kid, and breaks my heart because it's a Fort Wayne guy, but at the same time, I think he deserves a mention for that upset.
Yep. Hey man, that was probably the biggest upset Friday night, right?
Yeah, and it was right before the break, so we got something to talk about because it was kind of a ho hum first round, at least in that one. So
My number five is Noel Verduzco, Blake Getz. Like I thought that takedown with Verduzco late was incredible.
you could probably just do all Verduzco matches.
You could, man. You really could.
And you wouldn't be wrong.
No.
Okay, let's see. I'm going through here looking for some matches that kind of, man, ooh, I don't want to do that one. Let's see. Trying to think of the ones that kind of stood out, and then I'm gonna say Vanderloo Garten over Hyvert.
Yeah.
Great match. That was a really good match, and he rematch. You knew it was going to be a good one, and that went pretty good.
I'm gonna go with a similar pick. Also, Center Grove and New Prairie. I'm going Fernandez and Hornsby. Not the highest scoring match, but man, the the scrambles in that match, it was a high level match for not a ton of points scored.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good match. Let's see. Where do we want to go now? I have one, but I don't want to do it. I'll tell you why later. What was another good one? I have a couple on my list. That's a good one there. Let's see if anything tops that one. No, that one's not enough scrambles on that one.
Not enough scrambles.
I'm gonna go say Brown over Verduzco.
That was a good one.
That was a late takedown there. Um, that was good. Are we gonna do finals matches, or we just? I mean, we could do finals matches too, but
I mean, let's not do. We haven't picked any of the finals matches, right?
no,
We could do finals matches on the next one.
yeah. Um,
Uh,
I do have. I know what my number one is a finals match. So
we could both. Then we'll both do a number one for finals match.
yeah.
All right. My number three. I just thought the anticipation for it was good. Case Bell, Aiden Carver, 1 and 2. Um, I thought that one just the buzz for it was good, and
Yes.
obviously in the area we were sitting in, I think there was a lot of buzz.
Yeah, that was a good one. Let's see who else had any Delta match that went to overtime. K Jackson, the overtime, not afraid to go extra sessions.
Too legit.
Yeah. Um, Man, do I stay with the Brown family? I'm looking at some of these other matches. There's some other ones. I know my number one. That one's easy.
Man,
I
I've been wanting
guess,
for a
I
number
guess I'm
one.
gonna go this one. Um, Elijah Gale over Izzy Sanat. That was a good win. Gale, nice kid. Obviously, Sanat, great family and everything. I think that was good for Northfield to get a state placer. It's been a while, and come from behind win, got the late takedown. That's probably one. Yeah, I think that would be a good one to as one of my favorites.
Man, I could pick either of these. They're both pretty exciting matches, but I'm gonna go Peyton Shutley and Case Bridge over Shutley. Just man, like the attack right at the end was so crazy.
Yeah,
Because you're like, man, ooh, that was a good one too. I could have said that too. That should be my honorable mention list.
yeah. Um, my number one, a little bit near and dear to my heart for many reasons. Carter over Bradley. DeKalb County
Oh man,
finest getting a title. Sorry, Bradley family, we like you, we love you, but Carter getting that win for Eastside's first champ, and Pepple in the corner. I coached him. What I had a lot of good times with coaching him to a Greco state title. Probably one of the bigger accomplishments of his life when he was like 12 years old, I think.
you messed me up. I left one off the board because I thought you were gonna take it. Man, my, it's a nice little birthday.
Carter agrees.
Tim Carter. Man, I was gonna go with my two was gonna be Mikey White and Howard, but I thought you were gonna be your one. My number one's gonna be Kuros and Brown. Dude, huge Max Kuros fan this year. Pretty much for his career. The dude puts up points. That my list was guys that just attack. Like obviously, it's one of those things. Like man, I think we could both agree that Mikey White, Sam Howard, that's like the modern day singlet one. I think we both agree that was probably one of the better finals matches, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh, you know, uh, I think I have a handful of honorable mentions.
Yeah.
On my honorable mention list, I'm gonna go with Culp and McCoy Friday night. Anytime you can get dang near 30 points on the board, they got over 30 points on the board. That's good wrestling. I mean, maybe it's not the greatest wrestling, but it was. They were scoring points for sure.
Yes. Hey, it's good for the fans. I mean, whoever
Will Vanderloo Guerin, Jack Davis in the third and fourth place match with the team points on the line. You're watching. Dude, this is crazy. But Jack Davis with that dub, short time. Hidden gem in Indiana. Just for like the fun of the match and just I think that the section really made that cool was Will Vanderloo or Luke Reed and Asa Spencer. I thought that was it was just like it was a good match, and then it was just highlighted by the modern day fans and the Fisher fans over there. And then obviously Evan Stanley, like I like the Stanley family. I've known them for a long time. Their oldest daughter, played softball in the same organization as OC, so it was someone that she looked up to growing up. And then Evan's a good kid, and then obviously Thorine, one of the best,
Mhm.
careers I would assume at Newcastle history. Dude was a machine, man. It was really fun watching him wrestle through his career.
Yeah. Book took mine. I almost threw that one in at number two. Didn't want too many Brown families. Brown Brown Jr. over Saint Laurent. That was a good match. Um, you know, even though it was low scoring, there was some action, and you knew it was going to come down to one sequence. Um, I would say also the Fielden over Cooper, getting to the finals 14-0. Put him to his back with a lat drop early on. Let's see. There was a couple other ones I saw. Um, Let me see what other. I know I had a couple other ones in there. I think man, the Kalikomo DeLuna match was really good too.
Dude, that was a good match.
That's what I thought. I was looking at the scores,
That,
like, oh yeah, that one.
I forgot about that. Was right in front of us too. That was a really good match. That Kali Como um, takedown, like with was it 8 seconds left in like the second, like really set up that finish.
Yeah, yeah. So that was a good one. I'll probably throw in one more. Obviously, all of your matches were good ones that I can. I
Yeah,
would I
I was
would pick.
I had a handful of yours on there too, and I like obviously I'm flipping pages as soon as you pick one.
Yeah. I had one more that I was looking at just a minute ago. That was, and I got to find it. Um, I know there was another one. I think and that's good. I don't think I a lot of good matches.
Jensen Boyd, Royce Malone was good.
Joe versus that last name has been. Hey, I got it now, man. It rolls off my tongue pretty good now. Kahali Como.
He's basically like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. So yeah, good list. We'll post that tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah,
A lot of great matches. Obviously, the White Howard match is probably one of the better finals matches. Yeah. Sorry, Bradley family. I do love you, but getting a DeKalb County guy a title, that's gonna be with a guy I coached in the corner. That's gonna get you an easy dub every time.
we
And
should. I know they said we should have did top 5 best dressed coaches. Coach Tante always brings the heat.
yeah.
Like,
Hey, we I think we did get some pictures of the Parade of Champions, so we can maybe do that next week.
man, I think ours would probably be pretty similar, but I like that he keeps changing it up though. Like he keeps it fresh,
He has a fresh wardrobe, that's for sure.
man. Obviously Pep with the yellow suit. I mean, you ain't losing him for sure.
No,
Uh,
no.
the Northfield coaches with that gator, they look like a gator skin, blue jacket. I mean,
Yeah, man, we might have to we'll do best dressed coaches next week.
you have to send me the picture so I can check it, run it through, man, look at it.
Yeah, so some of them are during the finals. Some of them are for the Parade of Champions. I'm gonna bring out the Parade of Champions ones. Someone did
Uh,
them.
I know a lot of people were giving Lowell the love on the hockey jerseys.
Yeah. Well,
I
someone thought
thought, what's up?
someone thought that the English's jersey was a Jordan jersey, but it was just just had his name, but it was number 23. So let's see. I thought Justin Sicking had the state finals ones. Maybe he. Oh yeah, there's the Parade of Champions. Man, the Bulldogs were wearing like some hype chains. Oh, those are nice.
The Brownsburg Bulldogs.
Yeah, Brownsburg. Let's see. You got yeah. I'll send you that link there. I think one of the other guys got some of the. Yeah, man, he had a man. I don't know, Tante. He had the fur coat on.
Dude, that was like King of North coming in, man.
Yeah, the best. I'm gonna share this one because this is pretty good. Um, if you look, in the background, his buddy is just cracking up.
Yeah,
If you look at the background, his buddy's just like, "Are you kidding me? I do not know who you are." Tante looks like he lost a bet, and then
yeah.
you got Falor with a nice vest. I mean, the Western theme there.
Yeah, they had the bolo ties going, man.
Yeah,
I like it. There's some good ones. That's a good shot right there.
yeah. That's Tante. Tante never disappoints, for sure. So yeah, that's. I mean, we're gonna have that. We'd have a lot of similar ones in there, kind of reverse draft. I mean, you got the gold jackets for.
I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, yeah. We got Weimer with his mustache and beanie. Got to keep his head warm.
Weimer was out there rocking in the bar too. So
nice. Got to keep that head warm. Got to keep the everything warm. Who is that? That is it's Warren with the robes. Westfield. Yeah. So we'll have to check those out.
Yeah, I definitely think it's cool. Like when those guys mix it up. When they're going to state, like get something, something original. Like the robes are cool, or
yeah,
some
real nice gear that they give out there. So,
I mean, I know, I know CPs do like that, like bag, like they throw it together pretty quick, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know my brother's all about that life right now.
Yeah. Now I mean, yeah, Jacob Avon and just the t-shirt and pants, like he.
Tuxedo t-shirt. He's here for the party, huh?
Yeah. Not the best. I mean, hey, you're there to coach. You're comfortable. He's repping at school.
Especially Friday night, man. You're doing your thing.
That was under the lights. I was looking at it. I guess I didn't realize Maddox's dad had a nice green suit.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe we'll do that next week.
Yeah. I mean, I always think that's pretty cool. Like I said, like now, is everyone dressing up like that? No, but I do think getting the kids getting different stuff for when they qualify. That's makes it unique for the weekend.
Yeah. And the yellow suits. I mean, they had the green one last year, both of them. So pretty cool. HC4.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, we're getting off. Hey, it's only 10:30.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. We're going to be doing out some votings and giving out our awards, sending out votes if you are a voter for a Mr. Gorilla or Miss Gorilla. We're going to be sending out your ballots probably tomorrow, hopefully, and then turn those in, and we're going to see who our Mr. Gorilla and Miss Gorilla are, and then we'll do our other awards. We do girls best wrestlers by their regional, so the class ranking, or the class as in class by their coaches association, like team class. And then we'll do class coach 1A through 4A coaches and wrestlers of the year. And those will not be people that got the Mr. Gorillas, because I like to give out different, give as many awards possible to the kids. We could, I mean, just like last year, Jake Hockaday could have been 4A wrestler of the year. He could have been, and he was Mr. Gorilla, but that's kind of taken away from another kid getting an award. So there we have that. So it should be kind of interesting. The Mr. Gorilla and Miss Gorilla is all voted by people within the wrestling community, and that is not a Joe and Mike award. The other ones are Joe, Mike, and the rest of the Indiana Mat crew kind of talking about the other ones. I think they're fairly easy to decipher sometimes, and we'll see how those go.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to get out of here, and we will.
Oh, good. Shout out to the man. I was seeing on the sites. Guys taking time off. Make sure you're going out and a lot of the academies are running like a free like 2 week or week.
Mm-hmm.
Like go take advantage of that. I seen like a lot of people posting that. Like just go in there and see if it's your fit. Like if you're a guy that made it to state and you want to get a higher placement, or you're looking to get something better next year. Like I think that's kind of the way. And I seen everyone's like come in and get 2 free weeks. So go check that out. Yep, freshman sophomore state coming up.
This weekend, correct?
Yep. So today's my anniversary of what my roommate. She's actually out of town right now, but 22 years, man.
22 years of being roommates.
22 years, not married, holding strong, boys.
Mike's gonna give life tips here.
Marriage is overrated.
I mean, at this point, it's a common law marriage.
I don't even know if that's a real law, but I like to think if I'll stay in the cage, but if you try to close that gate, I'm out of here.
What is a common law? A common law marriage is a legally recognized union between two people who have not obtained a marriage license or participated in a formal ceremony. It requires a mutual agreement to be married, cohabitation, or holding themselves out to public as spouses. Using the state.
Maybe.
Yeah. Do you guys file joint taxes?
Individually.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I used to remember learning about it a long time like in school. So I would say it's probably a common law marriage. Small minority U.S. states.
We don't like to put labels on it,
Yeah. Number one reason for divorce is marriage.
Hey man, I'll guarantee you right now, I ain't been divorced in 22 years.
No, you can't be divorced.
I know. I'm telling you, I'm hacking the game, man.
The best group chat message was when we had like our little pick'ems, and someone was asking if anyone needed any suggestions or anything, and her response was, I think my roommate knows a little bit about the wrestling, so I don't need any help.
Yeah, she gets to hear about all this nonsense all the time.
Yeah,
and bless her heart, she listens.
So, common law marriage is legally binding, and if recognized, requires a formal divorce to terminate.
Good, man. She didn't sign a legally binding prenup either. Let's do it.
We'll have to check out what a common law marriage in Indiana is. A good old AI. So, yeah. Anyway, so we're going to be out of here. Congratulations on 22 years.
Appreciate it. I think you
having a roommate.
I think you meant to say congratulations to her locking this guy down.
Yes. I will make sure I send her a message. I see. My family doesn't like it when I call them my roommates.
Yeah. Well, you're actually married.
Yes. I didn't know you long enough before getting the life tips from you.
I was telling your wife, I couldn't even believe I didn't get invited to your wedding. But we were trying to do the math. Was Indiana? Were you doing Indiana math when you got married already?
Yes, but only for like a year.
You could have had those the best semi-state ranker in the game back then.
Eric was there. I will say.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. My boy Matt's been married twice, and I didn't get invited to either of his weddings. That's like my legitimate guy. I'd known him since we were like 12.
No. Well, if
we invited to the reception for some reason.
If we get remarried, if we try to, we do the second marriage thing, with renew our vows, you'll be invited.
You can get down on the floor and ask her to come down there, but good luck getting past security. They ain't letting people down there, Joe. Stand you up on the floor.
Yeah. We got married in 2009, and it was the year after we started Indiana Mat. So it was less than a year after Indiana Mat was started. So it was not. It was 10 months ish. So because we would have met you because the first year of Indiana Mat was that when you and Tony come down, or was that the second year?
No, that was first year, man.
First year. Okay.
First time, I think it was the first time I ever met you.
Yeah. And I'm like, Eric, what the
So,
who
so
did
you
you
guys look bigger in real life.
Yeah, yes. So anyway.
Yeah. Hey, that's the truth, man. I think there's some friends, I just didn't want to hurt people's feelings, but not giving them advice to the wedding.
So you just didn't even have a wedding.
Bro, it would have been a wild party. I got some diverse friend groups.
At least you got a DJ. Artie's gonna DJ it. You already have a DJ set up no
Man,
matter what.
we were talking about amplifying events. Dude, man, get some DJ. Get a DJ to your guys' event. Let these kids get some walkout music. Make it fun.
Yes. So aren't
Speaking
you
of,
guys technically engaged?
we are.
Okay.
I had to put a ring on, let people know, bro. Uh, but it's a nice ring.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure I remember that. And then she had an excuse because she donated her hair, and
Yeah.
that was like, oh, it's gonna be a couple years, and it's been like 5. So
No, so I mean, like, not to break down my life, but we were like both like, hey, we'll wait till we get out of college, and we're like, like when you're done, like, we want to have this nice ceremony, like, oh, let's buy a house, and then we built a house, and then now it's like, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
No. I mean, hey, it's worked. It's worked for 22 years. What does it mean? It's a piece of paper.
Dude, that'd be wild if we did get married and we got divorced in like a year.
Yeah.
Ruined everything.
Yes.
I don't want this left-handed to feel heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's my typing hand.
Anyway, well, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. 2 hours. It took us 2 hours to talk about the 4 weight classes and more. So we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us.